Hello and welcome. First thing I have done is I've deliberated. I have thought, well, you're wasting the grass, and I thought, not really got time to worry about that now. Obviously, we're gonna try to get through the winter this time. I thought this is good prep. It means that we can hit, because these are big fields. We've not got time on the day when it comes to March for us to grab this. I've done a few alterations. I made that, rounded that so Courseplay would see this and it didn't go right into the corner, that type of stuff. Only done it a little bit in the slightly rounded corners on this, so we've not wasted a lot. But it is time for us to actually get cracking with our the team over here. I'm going to go straight into a time lapse because I would like to get us through the winter and to March if possible. I am very pleased with where we are. Really, really pleased. I thought I'd done this last time. I really did. Obviously not. Right, anyway, words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I think that's everything. I think the supplementary jobs like taking the slurry and all the rest of it we're going to do later on, because we really need this next session to get the seeding stroke planting done. Yeah, I've been giving it quite a bit of thought as well about it. Is true, your farm often decides what you're going to do because you choose to follow a certain path. Like, yeah, I'll show you what I'm waffling on about. We've obviously gone like this route. We need sugar, so we need to produce some sugar. So we need to put sugar beet in the ground. Obviously, this I've not looked at this all over the winter. It's doing quite nicely. Yeah, we never expected this to be monstrous. It is. They're both level 2. It's not. It is. It's quite a lot of cash. It is. I mean, it's not on a scale that I'm normally used to doing, but it's still nevertheless good. But this is doing very well with the even. Oh wow, it's not. It's a level 1 dairy with 52 tons of. Yeah, it's not. It's backing up a little, shall we say. I think it's about time we upgraded that. Yes, to a level, I would say, I'm not going to go mad like I normally would, but I'm going to go to a level 3. It's not going to, yeah, it's not going to make it. So that's, yeah, it's going to do 15, about 18 tons of butter and about 8 tons of cheese. So it's going to dint it sort of, but it's not going to, yeah, it's going to take months for it to get the better of that and hopefully keep abreast of like what we've got. So yeah, I did promise though, I said if we didn't get, isn't it awful, we've not hardly got any, like I don't think I've seen a single seeder or planter. I don't think. I'd have to go through every single episode. If we did, it wasn't one that was particularly reasonable for the actual. I mean, we did well on the roller. That one I'm well chuffed about. I could have actually rolled that now, had we realised we're going to get this beautiful dab. And it's the multi-roller by Mac Trucker, so it's the beautiful one. So, yeah, I love using the torpedo, and I'm going to. Yeah, it's weird. I tripped myself up. It's true. I called it the unmentionable rocket. I did, and it is the torpedo. I don't know what it is about that has always caught me out. Called it the rocket for ages. Stop it. Yeah, let's not call it anymore. Yes, I think I did say I promised I'd choose one, so I am going to go for my favourite. And I'm not going to put the roller on it though, although it seems a bit. Mind you, know, we've done all the stones, so there's no real point in doing that. I'm going to go for the multi-fruit planter. Does everything: vegetables, sugar beets, everything we could want. So that's what I'm going to buy. 72,600. Yeah, we're not going to do any mulching or anything else with it. It's just going to be. It's going to be a standard Kinsey. It is going to have a beacon capacity. It's standard. It is. So 72,650. Absolutely yes. Fantastic. We are going to need some seeds. Got lime, lots of it. Coles is so good at making. You can make a bag of lime last the entire. Not that lime's expensive, we all know that, but that is just so stupendous. Was that shaking then? I think it was a little. Right, so then, seeds. So my plan is, yeah, it is. If you look closely, I'm thinking this can be the sugar beet field. It's the smaller of the 3 fields. These 2 big ones, they can both be. I did think about field 82, but I think the entrance is around there somewhere. So, and it is true. It's a strange map in so much as normally when you have right angle gate posts. There's a really good one on Calmsden where it's set back. To pull off the field, it has to be worked out, and this hasn't got that. It's sort of expecting that it's. I mean, I've got to be honest. Don't think there's anywhere in the entire world that has field like that with a right angle gate and a single gate at that. You can't expect little equipment to be running around on field 84, 81 or 19. It's just, I don't know. It just strikes me as odd, really. Yeah, I mean, just to sort of show you, I'm not sort of making the things up. We go. that will take both of these as we go. So next session we haven't really got time. No, we have. We're going to have to make time. Yeah, 2 minutes. I shouldn't have switched this engine off. Yeah, I've got to take them up there anyway, because these are probably, one of these is going to be the likely candidate. Probably the Fendt would be the one you would use of our flotilla. We have got a lot of tractors. Yeah, we have. Really? I'm sort of getting used to the Fendt. It's the other Fendt. This one's beautiful, but the Schnibble modern one, it's a bit lurchy. But I sort of, as you use it more and more, you sort of get to expect it. So you sort of get a little bit more used to it. But it's ever so weird. You put your finger on the trigger and it does nothing, and then it lurches. It's really weird. But yeah, as I say, I'm getting used to it. Everything has foibles, and it's also, I checked, I was like looking at the Schnibble pack, and it's the 8 and the 9 series that I've got inside. I'd remove the 9s that I like so that I could get rid of the 8s that I'm not really stuck on. But I don't know if it's the whole 8 series. This one is particularly, yeah, so this one I think is a nice gate. Let's just grab the Massey. This is killing me, Marty, as well. This not being able to use stones to make lime or anything. Not that we really need it. As I said, it's quite amazing, but we've got tons of it. We could have made lime and sold lime. Yeah, they could have used the universal crusher mod. Right, let's just, yeah, we can run this far. Yeah, so this is the entrance on this one. This is probably one of the best entrances. That really is actually what I was just talking about. This is at an angle. Still a single gate, but there's no gate on it. So this is big enough for these 2 fields. So that one's good. So can we fly over the other one to see if I'm right, or if I'm having a go at the... Well, I'm not having a go. I'm just saying it strikes me as odd. That is all. So this is the other fields here. The way we would... It's almost as big as that one. You can sort of crawl across that field there, which is at the back of ours, and its entrance, proper entrance, is... Oh, I've got a sneaky feeling this is going to be down the... Oh no, it's not. There's a single, again, a single gate there. It might have one over here, but this is the really horrible, and I mean really horrible, way where you need a tractor that's so skinny it's unbelievable. That is awful. You sort of feel as you're driving down there like cramped. I honestly got that feeling when I was driving down there. It's so... Well, you can see the double track. It only just fits in. You'd sort of... Yeah, you can't fit... and you certainly can't turn normally. You'd get a bit of... I don't know, there is a little bit of turn room there, but as we know, we can't get the Fendt down there. It's only for little, small to medium tractors. But then the map is probably set up for that. Yeah, again, to get into that field, you really... I mean, and again, it's not dead centre. You've got to, like, squeeze through at an angle. A single gate. There's so few double gates that you get on a lot. Yeah, this is particularly awful, but is slightly set back, as that has done what I said. But again, it's for small equipment. The map maker has done it so that you should use small in the medium equipment. But those 2 fields, it has not escaped their notice that you really should have a good entrance, and you have. You've got one good entrance down to both of these fields, and these are biggies. So yeah, that one's a bit strange that you've only got single gates for such a large one. This one would be the best entry. Yeah, because I don't know. Yeah, how would you get into that one though if it's over there? That's the only way in, isn't it? So you can't really use big equipment. That's not a terribly... But where do you get in? Yeah, single gate again. Now that one you could swing around, so again it's not going to be massive equipment, but you can get in there, is my point. Or you could go that away. No, not really. No, you couldn't. No, you'd sort of could, but it's supposed to be a bit of a brook that I don't think you're supposed to go in that way. I think you're supposed to go across that there. So yeah, it's a bit... I don't know. I'm scratching my head a little It's not unbelievable, but some of it's a little bit close to being unbelievable. Only a little bit. Yeah, it's not awful. I mean, the map maker's done a cracking job, and I do believe it's probably meant for small to medium. Although I don't know, when you think of fields like this, seriously, you'd want a small to medium tractor running across this with a 3 metre? It would take you a year and a day to like do it, and you'd have missed the planting season. But anyway, yeah, we have got some seeds. Of course we have a little bit. Don't know, it's not. I don't think it's going to be enough though for 2 monstrous fields. So let's buy some seeds in ready for next session. That is only a planter. You can, yeah, it's not, doesn't do fertilizer. Yeah, I was doubting what I was thinking. And yeah, we need some more seeds. It doesn't do the fertilizer. The 18.2 metre does, but that is definitely a stretch too far, I'd say. Now, I think we have got some seeds next to the biogas plants, so I think this is probably more than enough to do this little lot. We'll also, yeah, let's just borrow the, yeah, we'll borrow the rock. No, that's the big M. Yeah, we'll borrow the rock. Ah, you've done it again. I've done it. It's torpedo. All my life. Whoa. It's a right nippy little thing, this is. I've got, and that's the bad side of using the fence. Apologies for going through the gate, through the gate. Yeah, that you sort of get used to using that fence, because I've been using it a lot to try to get used to it. And you then come into a normal tractor and you lurch straight off, and you like think, whoa, because you're sort of trying to adjust from one to the other. So let's just borrow this. I should have followed. Yeah, we stick the seeds in ready for this coming session, and then that really is it. We finally got through the winter. Yeah. I'm glad we've got this, though. It's beautiful. It really is. So, yeah, let's... no, we never did buy a shop, Taliander, because we'd always got our own, and we're around, so we want to be going sunflowers, I believe is what we chose. So we want to be using... borrow the Terrarian. Yes, we certainly kept on top of the... oh, that's a point. Animals. Yeah, I can tell the sheep are maturing, because I think that we're really... oh, wow, they are close. Yeah, they're close to giving birth. And they'll fill the entire enclosure. These we knew were full, but I think they're all... yeah, they are all... much, I think... yeah, they were always big, but it's weird, because they seem to be producing more wool. It's nearly 3 tons a day. I'm sure we never used to do that. Perhaps they do mature and produce more after a certain age. I'm not sure. I thought we bought them like fully mature, but I might be wrong. I frequently am. Right, so then. Yeah, that shouldn't be too far off as well, because we ran out. We ran out of silage. Oh, it is done. Fantastic. So we need to be grabbing some of that and sticking that in. I might do that while the planter's planting, but we are going to need to like do the fertilising as well. So I really think that it's all hands to the pump. I don't want to miss that opportunity to get the because it doesn't take the 12 metre that long. So I'd like to get the fertilising done and the liming too, which is going to need doing. Oh, and scanning. Yeah, that's true. We'll lease a scanner quickly as well. Yes, I mean, of course we didn't do that. Oh, no, hang on, it rings the bell that we did. Not the new one. But I'm sure we scanned... no, we didn't. So we need to scan 19. How much would that be? No, that's a little bit... No, it's well worth it. It is worth scanning them. So we'll scan them properly. Quickly lease that and just put the seeds in the planter. Keep saying seed. Well, it's a seeder stroke planter. It's not really wrong to say that for this one, because it's both. Of course, we are using as its proper form as a planter. Right, this next session. Let's do that. Stick them in. I think it's one more. I think it will take pretty much all of these, so we probably will need a bit more actually. Oh, Alright, well let's just fill the second one, let's press it going, and then we can like grab the... No, that's not what I want. It is miscellaneous. And I know we could afford to buy it, I just don't see the points. Although, do we? No, no, no. We'll lease it. It is one of those things I'm more and more leasing, but on a few Let's Plays. Yeah, I thought it was. It's almost, I think there's about 200 and something left or something like that for a bag. We usually do 3. But I think... I can't remember. I don't think sunflowers have got a really... I think it's a bit like canola's fantastic. Canola's amazing. You can literally... so is sorghum. Sorghum, I think, is the king. Yeah, I mean, it used to be amazing. I remember Calmston, literally, still remember to this day, one field on Calmston. Sugar beets are a nightmare. They really are. But, like, yeah, there's certain things. I think sunflower's not too bad. So let's just drop that. Yeah, we'll grab our... I think, actually, the other thing, I think those Des Boy boxes across there, I'm sure they've both got seeds. So, again... what is the horsepower requirements for the planter? I don't think it's... Oh, I think it is quite large. I think it's probably going to be it's 200 horsepower. So I think the only tractors we have got is our big Massey and our big Fence 380. Oh, it's not as big as I thought, actually. Yeah, so it's medium. Oh, actually, yeah, the Fence. That one there, that's the other one that can do it. So, yeah. What about the Massey? Is the Massey small then? Wow, I never realised that. So, it's, yeah, even that Massey couldn't actually. I was thinking that was bigger than it actually was. So, that's the original Massey, isn't it? So, really, the only ones that can is the big Fence and the medium Fence is all we could actually do. So, right, that's sorted. Yeah, I think there's going to be enough seed at the top to actually accommodate that. We could take this, actually thinking about it, to be the scanner. I do love this, it's always a pleasure. Right, so that is where we're going to leave this, down to 425,100. We have 3 fields, but, well, no we don't. We have 3 arable fields, 92, which has got a lot of loam. We've got our 2 grass fields. We've got 175 odd tonnes of... Yeah, that's awful. That's knocking our score down. Look at the scores on those buttes. 19's awful low. Why is that a 33? That's terrible. Right, okay, we're going to have to try and concentrate on that a bit, aren't we, really? Wow. Right, anyway. Nothing we can do about that right now. Our business is churning. The biogas plant's done very well over the winter. We have earned well. I mean, we hovered up at 500, spent a bit of cash, went down, we bought a big field, went back up to 500, and then, yeah, I mean, we've done very well. Field 19, it isn't a cheap field, is it? It's a monster. 179 and 121. That, well, no, that's our original fields, and these 2 are both nice as well. Oh, they weren't that expensive, were they, really? But for saying what they were, and that was for the animals always. Yeah, we could, as I said, it's a bit of a weird spot. These 2 are good, and that one, I think that's the one I couldn't understand. Because that is a monster. It really is. Let's have a quick look. I'm sure I'm right. I'm sure that was the one that I looked and thought, huh? So it's right next to this one here. This is the biggie. Sure. Yeah, it's a long time since I've had to have that on, I'm sure. Where is the gate for this one? I think it's over this side. That was the main reason I said no for this one. It's because you've got to go the other side of the map, and we've already chosen right where we are. So it's got to be down here then. It's a single gate again. I didn't like it because it's got these telegraph poles. But yeah, all the other side. So this is the main entrance in, which is, we've already checked, right? Look at that. Look at that gate that leads to that gate. There's no way you're getting anything big through that. Is there anything through... Oh, you can? Again, we've already seen that that gate's not very nice either, but it has got a little bit of swing space, so you could get medium equipment, and then... So you're supposed to go over that bit of a... Because that's very rare. A map maker ever expects you to go over some sort of little brook like that. And that little path leads right to that, for you to go into that field, for you to gain access to that. That is the one thing that struck me as odd. That seemed to be a bit incredulous. I thought, nah, I don't rate, because that's the other way in, and that's worse. No nice stunted gate where it's at an angle for you to get in, so there's no way medium to large equipment's getting through there. You only can use the smallest of little trailers with sort of to turn around almost on a dime. That other way you've got to go over a weird little brook, which is a bit odd, to get into this monstrous field. So that was really, I thought, no, I don't want that field. That is even that's one of the biggest. The other one, this is probably, if we were going to do it, there was, I think I mentioned before, but there was strange. Yeah, there's some monsters over here, but it's, yeah, over the side of the map. And I'm not a massive fan of travelling for miles and miles around all this set of roads to get to these. So I wanted them to be reasonably close. I think we've picked the best for our area. But that one, Field 84, that's the odd one that, to me, makes no sense. Now, don't get me wrong. There probably could be, in the entire world, fields where they make no sense at all, where the entrances are absolutely diabolical, where if it was me, I'd probably rip my fence out and have, yeah, what I would do with Field 84, with having some weird corners like that, I would rip my fences out, which of course we can't do, and I'd have my field's equipment sort of stored in a shed on Field 84, because let's be honest, it's going to be a bit tricky for thieves to get in once I put my hedge back. And I'd stick a shed on that corner there and have 84 as the monstrous field that it would be. And I'd just leave my equipment on Field 84, marooned in an island, safe by the very fact that it's so difficult to get to, really. And I'm quite sure I'm not the only sort of farmer. Even, you know, real farmers probably do things like that. So did a very good job of doing the bunker silo with that weight and the thing on. It was like the thing, I'm a terror for that, with the compactor. Yeah, that was a beaut. Really did it quite quickly with the two things, the weight and that and its own weight, because it's a fairly... I often forget this tractor, because when you put the Pepe on, it really is a beautiful starting tractor. The only thing is I like to have one with a front loader ability. This hasn't got that, but only if it's you starting with one tractor. I think you need, for the versatility, to have. That's why I like the Renault Ares, which also has a class Ares. But yeah, I like that. That's a good starting one. And it also, my other one, which is the Agro Star, that is just a little bit underpowered. If you would try and rely on a tractor, I don't like, because it's a little bit on the low side. But it would be a weapon of choice for, yeah, like if I didn't have a tractor, and because it's so affordable. It's an older model and it is quite amazing. Yeah, this one here. There are a few different versions of it. They're not all as reasonable as this, but this one's a beaut. It really is. With the, yeah, I'd say it's not light, but neither is it heavy, but it's got front, back, 3-point link, and also you can have the front loader attacher, both of the ones, and it does everything. It's even narrows, so I like that. That would be, again, one of my tractors of choice, the Ares being the other one, also in small tractors, but it's a lot dearer. Yeah, I like the Fiat 1300, but it's not got a front loader, but it's 180 if you go for the... Why am I telling you all this? Isn't this what it is? Yeah, 185 horsepower. It's a beaut of a tractor, for, as you can see, but it locks up. It's got that horrible ability where it locks up and you can't move with it. You've got to reset it. Well, yeah, it doesn't always work, the reset, but it did the other day on on a Let's Play when I used it. I actually reset it, and it did allow me to then move at normal speeds again. But it even had the same faults in FS19. Something about when it got ported with the same fault. So yeah. Anyway, that's enough useless information from me. All that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. I truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. This is likely to be the last year, this particular one, of the Let's Play, though. I mean, I've loved it, and I'm very, very grateful to Marty for the challenge. It's struggled a bit to try to do this, but I think we've got enough. I'd just like to see this year out for the farm, and I think we're going to do quite well. From the businesses are all, the cows are going to go to full, like a full enclosure, and just probably by the end of the year, all of them will be adults, so the milk will be flowing nicely. Now we've increased the dairy outputs, that should sort of begin to keep up with the flow, and we'll also hopefully, although it's going to be very late, I'm not sure whether to do a sugar mill and buy some sugar in, otherwise it's going to make no sense. It's the only trouble with Let's Plays like this, you sort of do your sugar as you're leaving, and that's horrible. So I don't know what we're going to do, whether we buy some sugar in. I would normally let that happen, so we could buy a sugar processing plant to do our own sugar, but buy the sugar in and sort of compromise a little so we can actually make our own sugar, sort of. But all that remains to be said is goodbye for now.